Get smoother, brighter skin instantly in one easy step. Dermalogica's daily microfoliant gives you the smooth, glowy skin you want without damaging your skin barrier. This gentle exfoliating powder activates with water to smooth out rough texture and brighten skin. It's powerful enough to deliver results, yet gentle enough to use every single day, even on sensitive skin. See the results for yourself. Visit Dermalogica.com and use code SMOOTH at cart for an exclusive free gift with $65 purchase.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh, and this is Culture Uncut podcast. We're coming to you live in effect. I'm kicking it here with the two homies, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Y'all do y'all thing.
Man, this is nicest introduction you done gave me about a damn body.
I'm kicking it with a criminal, one criminal.
No, don't try to renege. Well, I knew we got a renege on our hands. It's Juneteenth, and you reneging already out the gate. No, it's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer man, kicking it with the fam. Lady J, I see you curled up, dolled up. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Happy Juneteenth, guys. Happy Juneteenth. Everybody feeling good? I hear you talking about HR. Yeah, man. I know I'm gonna hear about this.
Oh yeah, he's gonna come get you.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Juneteenth, I guess we could go right into it because we were talking off air. But we could recap a couple of things from our last podcast when we talked about that life insurance. Trey, you say you heard something about that? Some way to facilitate it?
Oh yeah, Russell Westbrook, he collabed with LegalZoom. I don't know if anybody deal with LegalZoom out there, but he collabed with them to find like a life plan. And if you have any type of ways of figuring out your life planning, after life planning, they're trying to streamline that process with a new app that they got dropping out. I saw the link on Black Enterprise if you guys want to kind of dig into it and whatnot, but I thought it was pretty interesting.
That's cool. What's
it
LegalZoom?
talked about like the importance of like estate planning and all that.
Okay, so basically doing those type of things online then. Well, you said somebody asked too where I got a $20 policy, life insurance policy that I was talking about.
Yeah, they said, but you said you just go get a $20 policy. Like, damn, what that cover?
Actually, it's less than $20. It's like $14. USAA life insurance, and I did it all online in like 15 minutes. USA.
It covers you. You getting to see getting a wave at the body. You get to wave at the body.
Look though, it's not a whole life though.
They be like, man, we ain't got enough for that kind of casket, boy. You only put $20 in on it.
Hey. Look, just burn me. I'm dead. I don't care if they can still bury people in the backyard. I get a hole and go and put me in there. I don't care.
I wonder, honestly, the people that don't have life insurance policies, I wonder how do they pay for it? Like, should they just automatically cremate that person because it's cheaper to cremate, right?
It is cheaper to cremate.
For sure.
Black people don't believe in the cremating, boy. You ain't burning me up.
I say only 27% of Black Americans have like estate planning and life insurance.
That's why I said USAA. Go ahead. If you have USAA, that's the easiest way. I have two more policies. I'd have to look up what the name of them are, and those are cheap policies too. But they're term policies. So term policies are gonna be less expensive because it's basically just over a certain term of years. So you're like, I'm gonna pay this for the next 10 years. I'm gonna pay $14 a month for $150,000 worth of life insurance. So that's just assuming you're gonna die in the next 10 years or the next 15 years or whatever time span that you pick is why it's less expensive than home policies.
Nat Turner said GoFundMe is the new life insurance.
Yeah.
And that's why I ignore him.
But look, some of them get it.
That man said he be ignoring everybody GoFundMe at the funeral.
Because I done told y'all.
Y'all rather go ahead and like spend all that crazy amount of money in a damn like long tea with your grandma or your family members on it, dead in a casket, then go get a $20 policy. Invest in the doggone life insurance policy, man. It don't cost that much. He told you it's $20, but I think you can like wage it off of, they base it off your finances and what you can afford, and they let you know, like, all right, well, they try to work with you for the most part.
A lot of people can get it through their job too. That's one of the perks that you can get too. A lot of people opt out. Don't opt out. Just go ahead and do it. Get the lowest one.
Every time in the job, boy, be like, boy.
because we don't
Everybody
think we're
try to
gonna
take a
die.
piece.
Well, let's see. What's the next thing? So, Juneteenth, Opal Lee, the grandmother of Juneteenth, they always do their walk every year, and she's 98 this year. She wasn't able to do the walk in Fort Worth, but a lot of other people came out to do the walk for her. So she's still around, but she's not doing well. Hopefully, if she make it to 99, she already doing well, making it to 98. So hopefully next year she'll be able to walk.
What's the purpose of the walk?
So the walk is to bring attention to it, to Juneteenth, and she's actually the reason why it became a national holiday, why people are getting paid for it now. She's the one who brought the attention to it here in Texas. So right there in Fort Worth.
Okay. I thought it was like because it happened around right after like the George Floyd incidents and whatnot, right? Around the same time frame as when they started commemorating it.
Man, that ain't when Juneteenth came out. Juneteenth been around.
No, it commemorates the 1865.
See, look at that, man. Look at that. We got one of them. We've been doing Juneteenth ever since I was a kid. We've been celebrating Juneteenth, and where we're from, they've been selling Juneteenth.
Celebrate it.
Why do we celebrate it?
Yeah.
Because we have cultural aware people that wanted to highlight the significance of Juneteenth and didn't want us to forget about it. They cared about history and they wanted to highlight that day. So like it was a surprise to me that other people wasn't celebrating Juneteenth or didn't know about Juneteenth.
What do you say to those who say like we wasn't really free on the day that y'all celebrating it?
Man, pick a struggle. Pick a struggle, bro.
I'm just being that's the
I
thing.
mean, no, I mean like
freedom was freedom.
Hey, hold on. Jesus was born on Christmas, but they celebrate Christmas. He didn't rise on Easter, but they celebrated on that day. I mean, pick a struggle, man. God, we ain't got to be accurate.
That's totally different.
No, I'm saying
no. Well, went straight to God, didn't it?
No, but I'm saying people always want to be like accurate on a date and time. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's just about remembering what happened. That's what counts.
Yeah, so that's basically what this is for. That's what the walk is for.
We ain't got to be accurate. We wasn't even free, but we wasn't even free.
I don't get the.
But then they put a forfeit on.
To remembering what it's for, just to talk about it, walk, have a cookout. What are we doing? If we wasn't free, if we wasn't really free around that time frame, is it like I don't know.
Well, I think that's the whole thing is that they were already supposed to be free, and then they found out that we should have been out of here. So I mean, they just picked a day. I guess whoever shouted the loudest. But Black people always come together for a cookout to remember something. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Trey, we gotta maybe you know what, Trey, we should call K-Dot and ask him what we should do. Like, shouldn't K-Dot be the lead of this?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of them when they was free, they was calling on God. But you say you don't celebrate Christmas and Easter and all that. So ask the slave masters what they was doing around that time. How about we ask? How about
ask him? Ask K.
Y'all terrible. Okay, let's move on to the next thing if y'all want to. SpaceX rocket blew up and didn't make it. They said it looked like the sun was out.
They just launched again. They just launched.
So they did it again, man. I tax dollars. All I see is money. Government burning up.
What was the purpose of the launch? Like, what was it?
I think they're still testing that rocket, retrieving that rocket or whatever, shooting and retrieving a rocket or whatever. They're just doing something. I didn't go deep into detail, but I know he's doing a lot of work where he's trying to do the cargo land rocket where it can deploy and then land itself on the chopsticks so that he can reuse it or whatever. He's always shooting rockets, satellites, always a multitude of things.
Well, he got his own little city there in Texas now where he can do all his launches and all the stuff he want to do.
That man brought a whole city, bro. You know you got paper.
I'm surprised y'all letting him still getting it off down there, boy. After he went against MAGA, I'm surprised y'all let him still, you know what I'm saying, move and groove like he want to move.
Man, we don't know what they got going on. They both got too much dirt on each other to be mad too long, man. You're like, wait a minute.
They got fake beef. That's fake beef.
It's all. I think a lot of this stuff is just deflection, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep you looking at something else.
That really didn't. I really didn't do it for me. I didn't even know like what was going on. I was more like consumed with because there's been a lot of this Israel and Iran stuff that's going on like on the timelines. Um, and the
Well,
and
let's
the
talk
beef
about it.
within their parties. You got like all different conservatives going at each other about who's right and who's wrong on that side of the table. So
I love to see it.
Like Tucker Carlson and Cruz, Raphael Cruz, Ted Cruz.
That
They use
boy,
his whole name, let you
that
know
boy,
exactly who he is. Raphael Cruz. Your
ain't
name
that
ain't
ain't that
Ted.
something? Ain't that something? That man tried to slide in under a whole different name. Call me Teddy.
Your
Call
name
me
ain't
Ted
Teddy,
Cruz.
sucker. Yeah, they had a full screaming match.
Oh,
yeah, at his house, I'm like, this is kind of weird.
it's crazy to see them
Like,
imploding like that.
like you at the ops house talking crazy.
Looking
In my head, I'm
sloppy.
like, boy, in my head, I'm like, damn, I hope Tucker got some security, boy, because he talking something crazy.
He was going at her, but you know what? Like, why they eating each other right now? What is going on? I think it's a rift with inside the whole MAGA that's starting to brew up and rear its ugly head because even Fox News is turning on Trump, and that was like his biggest staunch reporter. Like he loved them. Now it's like Newsmax. He loves Newsmax.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Newsmax.
he more concerned with like why most conservatives are pissed off because you ran on America first, and you know why are y'all so vested in this war? You know what I'm saying? Like
You
why?
know how
I
Israel
know
called,
he's
bro.
just trying, and that's what he's just trying to call it out and get them to say what it is, but they keep dodging around the reason that you know them boys in bed with Israel. You know,
I say, bro, ever since they've been going at Drake, we had number wars. Put Drake back, and we ain't got no wars. We ain't got no beefs.
That's
hey
what
man, you
it
saw
is.
what
That's what we came up with.
Yeah.
hey man, you
No,
saw what them people said in the comments about you and the Drake thing. They say you gotta stop glazing, boy. They say you glazing a little Drake too much. They
Man,
say
you just
it's a
hate
lot of
Drake.
good music out there. And they
He
say
hate Drake because Drake likes.
I'm just telling you what the comments said. I'm telling you what the comments.
look, going back to MAGA and why they're probably imploding on each other. Donald Trump puts people against each other. That's
Oh,
like
he
his
loves it.
thing. Yeah, that's
He
his
loves it.
thing to see who's willing to basically fight harder, be louder, inappropriate. He likes for people to come out of their comfort zones. So a lot of that stuff he's probably creating himself because he wants to see who's more loyal. Because if you've ever seen The Apprentice, like that's literally what he did. Like that's yeah, he kept chaos going. He made sure nobody created alliances. He liked the backstabbing thing. It's like chaos. He loved it. He just la, la, la. He just eat
But
the
He
those,
just
chaos
had
up.
he just had him. Elon got beat up in front of him. He had a whole UFC match in front of him with Elon and the Secretary of Treasury or something like that. Put hands on Elon. Wop 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 wop.
What? When did that happen?
Yeah, Elon. Remember when Elon was high on ketamine in the office and he was looking all weird? He had a whole black eye.
Yeah, I
They
remember the
said
black guy.
they say that him and Buddy got into it in the hallway and they
Oh,
came to blows.
who's
And then
I'd
Buddy?
they
have
say
paid. I'd have
and then they
paid that.
say Elon macking on Stephen Miller's old lady or something like that. It's just so much drama, bro. It's so much drama, man. It's like it's a
You,
bro, it's a
you,
it's a reality
that's
show.
crazy. Like for real, they put hands on each other.
Yes.
Who won? I'm assuming Elon lost because he got the black
Yeah,
guy.
Elon,
Well,
they say he
Elon
got
probably got jumped.
they say he got
If that man
mollywop.
don't have security, that man a billionaire.
Them
He
You
boy,
what
ain't
them
he,
boy
putting their
had to
hands
jump.
on me. Don't even
he
think about putting your hands on me. I hear your thoughts.
how you gonna bring your security into the White House?
Man, I'm bringing my security wherever I go. If I'm a billionaire, matter of fact, isn't this man a tech? I'm gonna have a bubble. I'm gonna have a bubble around me. Don't you are too close. Back up. How you
That
get
boy,
beat up?
I guarantee your security
Man.
ain't gonna be better than Big T's. Boy, he got the
I,
whole military behind
He
him.
be
Boy,
getting
he got
because how he get
that boy.
assassination attempts if his shit's so great?
nah,
Hey,
that was when he was running. That was when he was running.
But they just got a new clip that came out. They said they got new footage of the
Hold on,
from a
guys.
different angle of the assassination. Yeah, man.
What it show?
You know, they say that boy ain't get hit at all, man. They say that boy, you know, it was somebody pinned on their doggone lapel jacket that got him. But I
You
didn't
know,
watch the footage, so I don't know. I'm just joking right now. But it is a video that came out. I saw it on the interwebs or whatnot. But I thought it was pretty interesting that, like, because I thought Carlson was right. Tucker Carlson was right because he highlighted like you out here in D.C. and we walking past all these bombs and homeless people and the infrastructure and everything is going wrong, but y'all paying $300 billion and aiding like towards the military and the war, and this is just like on the surface. We don't even know like outside of that like what else is getting funded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they're not telling us. Just imagine all the stuff all the information we do get, because we're bombarded with information all day, every day. Just imagine the stuff that we don't hear about. I bet that's so stressful though, man. I mean, people hair falling out, all that.
And that's crazy. That's the thing about the whole protest. The protest right now, Iran and Israel isn't dominating the news like it should because people are dying. Like things are blowing up and they're at war, but it's not getting covered because of the protests. And then like I'm watching these news channels, they're so fixated on the protest and what Trump isn't doing instead of reporting something that's way like, okay, I get it. Protests, I get it. The deportation, I get it. But ain't nobody dying from that, bro. Like Israel-Iran war, we need to know what the hell is going on with that. And they're not bringing that to us. And it's like, we can very much well be involved in that in a matter of seconds. And we don't know nothing.
We involved. They got two strike groups over there. There's something involved. They got their lobster and steak dinner. It's on something.
Oh yeah, when you get that lobster and steak, you already know what time it is.
Well, tell them. Some people might not know what it means.
Yeah, they hit you with the lobster and steak for the doggone dinner. Yeah, you got some bad news coming. It's about to be long. You about to pack them bags. You know what I'm saying? You about to be on the way.
The military on them ships.
Yeah, you about to be tucked away. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody named moisturizer raising your kids. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on the way.
It's time. Never be so sad to see surf and turf in your life.
Boy, that when them boys really gonna crash out. Them boys be on them doggone 9-month patrols, boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got the YNs back home just doggone running them up.
And people, we like honestly with the whole Israel-Iran war, right? With them locked into it and Israel trying to get us involved. They want our bunker busters. They want us to go drop bombs, right? They want us fully involved in this. People out here protesting, you should be in the house right now. Because being at a protest, at a mass gathering, is a juicy target. Iran isn't going to be able to reach us with their missiles, but what they are going to be able to do is they got these lone wolves. They got these people that they activate, they go shooting to the crowds, they go blow up the crowds. So you got to be mindful of this thing. While they out there protesting, that's a juicy target for them to go take.
Man, I don't think people think about that.
Not even if it's Iran, Israel can do a false flag attack. You know what I'm saying? And blame it on Iran to help catapult us into this war. So there's things that you got to like think about. While they out there, man, I wouldn't be holding up no signs in no public right now.
Hey, that's why you talking about something that 98-year-old lady out there doggone walking. Boy, I ain't no way. I ain't going out. Atlanta, they don't care. They find any excuse to party. These niggas, boy, they at parades and they.
But that if you kill a group,
fans,
if you kill a group of black people, bro, they're gonna be just like.
My head, I'm like, I ain't trying to be in no crowds right now with all this doggone like.
It don't hit the news. It don't hit. If Iran go attack a crowd of black people, it's just like.
That's sad.
I mean, it's
the value is not gonna be the same. Yeah.
It's the sad truth. It's the sad truth.
Waste no bomb on no. He gonna be like, boy, like I ain't got no beef with them boys. What am I gonna bomb them for? I'm gonna bomb a crack off.
What did Iran say? Didn't they give like a warning to everybody? What was that verbiage?
They say everybody in America gonna catch the fade. If a U.S. jump in it, they say we pulling up. America gonna catch the fade. They're gonna feel a wrath. Everybody. Like, man, we ain't got nothing to do with all that. Yeah.
That's gangster. They went ahead and
that's words though. That's words.
But they ain't just words. They have we don't know how far they are in their nuclear.
They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke.
Listen, people better look at history. I can't say for America, and even with the protests and the stuff that Donald and his administration doing, man. If you look at history, America is gangster, man. The Tea Party, Civil War, people was killing their own brothers and sisters to get that. Look, you push Americans far enough, then we gonna have just another little thing in history where everybody was against each other and doing their thing. Huh?
That's biblical. All
It
that.
is.
There's a lot of killing and gangster stuff in that Bible too. If you
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Some of the gangster. Have y'all
And they
seen Civil
they
War
turn
though?
to say
That movie?
they own all the gas stations.
yeah, hey, he ain't lying. I don't know
He
about
ain't
all
lying
of.
now.
I don't know about all of them, but
In
they
the
got
hood, and then they own the good ones on the white side of town, like the good clean ones.
Boy, hey, Nat, he
Damn,
just brought up something that just came to my mind. I don't know why. See, Nate, man, you pull it out of me. I be trying to be good these days, but you trying to get HR called on me. Bro, I was at the damn beauty shop, man, and you would think this day and age, these doggone, they ain't finna be following you around every hour with the hurry up and buy vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, I'm looking at it like, bro, I'm not trying to steal no damn do rag, man. Let me go
Wait,
ahead and
they were following you.
bro, every hour. You know how they just walk by and they act like they stocking the shelves. Because I ain't had no cart, I was just carrying everything in my hands.
Yeah.
I don't know who's stealing hair grease, but dear Asians, we is not trying to steal. You know what I'm saying? None of
Speak
y'all
for
have products.
yourself. I know
Yes,
some people who do.
People
Oh,
still use hair grease. Who using hair grease in this hot weather?
a product? I mean,
Not hair grease. You use Blue Magic.
I use Blue Magic, coconut
Still using Blue
conditioner,
Magic.
and
Oh,
on my skin,
oh yeah. Hey,
in
Nova, when
my
you come back
hair.
and when you go get that
It
doggone
smell
new
good too.
hairline, you're gonna be using some Blue Magic. What?
Blue Magic, Blue Magic is the magic, honey.
I ain't using no Blue Magic.
no, that junk
No.
heavy.
Y'all know how many different Blue Magics there are now? They got a whole it's like 20 different blue. You can get the hemp Blue Magic, you can get the coconut, the Java seeds, the tea tree. Man, y'all sleeping on Blue Magic.
They did the same thing with malt liquor.
$2.50.
Blue Magic ain't nothing but call.
Yeah, it's still the same.
But listen, if I go to a hair store and they try to pull that on me, I walk right on out. You act like you don't want my money, baby. I'll take my money somewhere else, and I'll put a line through you like that place don't exist anymore in life. My kids be mad. They be like, "Mama, please, we want to go back." Nope.
Stand on
Line
business.
through it. I stand on business.
I just had fun with it, boy. I just had it thinking I was gonna
Had 'em
steal it.
just up and down each aisle. You should have
I
just
was
took out
pacing- I
running
was
real
I was
fast.
Yeah, just pacing each aisle, just grabbing stuff, putting it back, going back. But I was in a hot little minute. I
You should have
extended
just
my
put it in
stay.
your coat. You should have just put everything in your coat and
Oh,
then
I
start
thought-
walking fast to the front and then turn and then throw it all on the counter and pay
But
for
he
it.
would call the police on me, boy, if I walked in there with a coat on in the middle of the summer in Georgia.
That remind me
You
of that
talk- I was
baby.
in there-
That's crazy though, man. They still profiling and stuff, bro. They must be the cheap one because they ain't got no cameras or something for them to be walking behind you. They must ain't pay for the cameras because nowadays cameras cheap. Man, I went to LabCorp, right? LabCorp is like Quest Labs and LabCorp. They're like your two big lab companies, bro. They had one. It was like downtown Oxnard, California that I went to.
Man.
I went in there and I heard the ring thing. Hi, you're being recorded. And I'm like, no, these fuckers don't have a ring camera up here as a.
Hey, they said they made it happen on a budget. Ring making it
I'm like,
happen.
how does a doctor office, and it's a doctor's office, it's just not a LabCorp because the LabCorp is in the back of it.
What's I don't even know what LabCorp is.
Well, you go get do your blood testing and stuff.
Quest, Quest Diagnostics.
It's like, yeah, Quest Diagnostics and LabCorp are like your two biggest ones where they draw blood and do for your labs and stuff when you're getting blood check and stuff.
Okay.
You know he ain't never had no checkup.
Now we got hospitals that do it. We ain't go to a lab.
He said he ain't doing no ding dong ring.
Yeah. I was like,
they sent that boy to the doggone back alley to get his blood worked up.
He in the real hospital.
When they give you the paperwork, you can go to any one.
Blood doctor, boy. We went to the hood doctor.
No, I went to the hood LabCorp.
Whenever they give you
walking on needles,
they turn them inside out and wash them. They spray them down with hand sanitizer.
Gave him a dime bag on the way out.
No. I was like, bro, they got a Ring doorbell as their camera system. I say, bro, I gotta get it.
Bro, you know the craziest thing I saw last week, man? I went to Costco. I know that's your favorite spot, Nova. That's your spot.
Yeah.
I love me some Costco too.
I'm locked in with Costco. We need to sponsor Costco. Holler at us.
Yeah, hit us up, man. Hit us up, Canada. Holler at your boy. I went in there to get me some good tequila. And this white man just walked in with an ice shirt on. Bro, it was one of the moments, man. Me and the cashier just looked at each other. We just looked at each other like, I said, man, let me go, bro. Let me get up.
I wouldn't go. I'd watch. I'd be like,
These boys on this type of time. These boys, you tell he ain't work for ICE. He just found
he's
a
just
t-shirt.
wearing a shirt. Shame on him.
They're
Shame
just
on
trying
him.
to stir up ruckus,
Just starting mess.
cause
But
trouble.
look, speaking of ICE, DHS has decided that they are resuming their
Good dogs.
yes, their ICE
They turned
raids
it up. They
at
turned it up.
farms, at restaurants, and at hotels. Because a few days ago they said, the big dogs was like, hey man, you coming in, you messing up our business, you taking our workers, and the administration was like, okay, cool, we'll put ICE on it, but I guess they wasn't getting their numbers like they wanted, so they was
That
like,
boy-
nah, we back at it.
At the they went up to the Dodgers today. They was at the Dodger Stadium trying to get people today.
Golly.
Yeah, the Dodgers, the baseball team had to turn ICE away and refuse them because it was crazy. It's crazy right now.
Listen here, Mexicans. If y'all got time to go
They
to a
gonna
damn
steal the baseball
if y'all
players.
got time to go to the baseball game in this moment, right in this heat,
Bro, it's the Dodgers, dog. Hottest ticket in town.
I just,
y'all ain't got no business at no damn baseball game right now, boy. Y'all boy.
So what do they
That
do? They
is
just
wild.
line people up and ask them for their papers. Like I really do want to know the process.
So what they do, they're stopping people. They're going to what they call hotspots, right? Hotspots are known illegal immigrant gatherings, like Home Depot, Lowe's. I guess Dodgers now. They're going to these.
State, they went there too. I'm so serious. They hemmed up the employees at Omaha State. Sure did.
Oh my God.
Hey Nate, don't be snitching.
Keep going.
Nate,
but they
on that doggone free label, man.
They said what they do is they go in and they ask for status. If you say you good, they leave you alone. If you don't, if you're not, and they run you, you gone. You get in the paddy wagon and you out of the country. You out of
All right, no. You just gotta say I'm good.
No, I'm saying if you provide paperwork saying that, hey, I'm a citizen, I'm here legally, like I got a green card or I'm a permanent resident, you got the proper documentation, they leave you alone. The people who don't, they jamming them up. Criminal or non-criminal, they getting them up out of here.
That's just gonna
he said
slope, man.
He said that, so he came out he released a statement saying that he's going to turn up the pressure in the Democratic ran sanctuary cities, Los Angeles, Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami. He like started naming these cities, like the big cities, basically the major cities. He's authorizing his ICE to turn up the heat, basically kick doors and get more immigrants out in these major cities, these major Democratic strongholds. And you know what that really is, though, right?
It's retaliation.
They're trying to shift the power of the vote, right? Trying to shift the power of the vote. They're trying to redistrict things because, granted, illegal immigrants cannot vote, but they do count on the census. So when you go to do gerrymandering, you basically, if you take enough away of the population, then they lose. You got to redraw the districts and stuff, and they lose seats and things like that. So you have less power, the less people you have.
And Nate has said, how come people that hire the so-called immigrants don't get in trouble, which is...
They should. They're supposed to get fined. It says it like in my paperwork. It says I had to identify. I had to have the person. The person had to have a no. When I hire people, I had to have. They had to provide me proof that they're a citizen, whether it be that permanent or resident card, social security number, everything. They had to provide all that to me to show me that they're able to work in the U.S. They had to have a work visa, and it tells you in your package how you're supposed to do this, and it's like a $5,000 fine for each person if they find you violating.
Yeah, but it's going to impact that industry like in a major way because 80% of the damn farmers are immigrants. You know what I'm saying? 80% of their field labor, not farmers, but the field labor is immigrants.
Yeah,
and it's also like black farmers, like it's some black farmers also it impacted as well. I know, like when we think of farming, we only think of like one group.
You think the Nigerian scams gonna go down?
Hey, never.
Are the scamming in Atlanta gonna go down? The credit card skimming and stuff like that.
Why you put my city in this? What's going on?
Because Atlanta known for that with the Nigerians.
Is that their thing?
Yeah. You can't swipe your credit card nowhere in Atlanta, boy. They getting all your information.
That man lied, man. He
Run it up.
He told the hottest lie. Boy,
He gave Atlanta
nobody told a
the
lie
whole
better than
rap.
my dog.
Boy, that's all they do in Atlanta is a scam.
Well,
Hey, man,
Atlanta is the home of the
leave.
scammers.
I'll tell you what, it has to be targeted who they're picking up and the strategy that they have. Because being in Texas,
Home Depot.
I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about it's Hispanic people everywhere. I mean, I went to San Antonio. I was like, where would you even begin? Like, you just got to just use a bullhorn and have everybody just get on the ground. So, well, what I'm saying is the population of Hispanic people and the possibility of coming here and finding and apprehending and doing that here makes more sense than just going to Chicago or Atlanta. I mean, I know LA has a big population too of Hispanic
all those
people.
major cities have a big population. Remember, it's not just Mexicans. Like, each city has its own unique immigrant. Like, Detroit has a large immigrant population from Arab countries.
Who they targeting though?
Yeah, they targeting them.
Okay, so they're getting everybody then. Okay.
Yeah, they get everybody that's illegal, everybody that's undocumented in this country from every country. They getting them, putting them on planes and sending them away. They in Chicago is like big Eastern European immigrants. They're big on that. They have a large like South America population in Chicago. Atlanta has the Africans.
Hey man, leave Wakanda alone, bro.
They have the Africans.
Y'all leave Wakanda alone.
New York got everybody. Dominicans, everybody. Cubans. Miami is Cubans. So they got those pockets of those people, and they're going after everybody, every undocumented person.
Okay, well,
yeah, I
guess
seen that one lady who made I little about for Donald Trump. Boy, they had her on the new crime. Well, I was like,
Didn't her husband got snatched up? Didn't it?
That's her husband. Can you imagine?
For real?
Man, she put out a platinum Cuban political doggone song, boy.
I heard that they was getting it.
Nate say they was going to the warehouse last week.
Oh, wait, that's my hubby. Man, look, Karma is a boy. I think she a comedian, man. I wonder when she dancing, was Karma dancing to it too? Like, ooh, let's see how you feel about this in a year. Dog ain't got no loyalty, man.
I sit outside her front door with a loudspeaker just playing that on repeat.
Every morning I wake up, that'd be her alarm.
I be out there dancing.
Look, some people
I had a big doggone sombrero too. Like, I'd be like Floyd Mayweather every morning with a big ass sombrero. You know what I'm saying? With it playing. Hey, little boy, I'd be out there booming, boy. If I was her neighbors, like you
sent him packing right back to Cuba.
Who was that one comedian said you raggedy?
Oh, I know. He pointed up you. But Nate say
but it's not funny for families to be broke up, man. I mean, it's
not
because she was so ignorant, but still, it's like dog, man.
I'm laughing at her specifically. I ain't laughing at.
Yeah, no, she must have really truly believed, like. I'm not sure what she believed. I'm not sure what she thought.
She thought she was untouchable. You thought you was good in the hood. You sitting at the table with these folks, and these folks looked at you and was like, ain't your husband undocumented? He gotta go.
Yeah.
But I will vote.
You know what? She probably signed up for like a meet and greet with Trump, have dinner with Trump, or like video conference with Trump, and you had to do the background check, and they got him then.
Well, you think that's what it was? That'd be so cold. You know what I was thinking about? I thought the
that's
first
probably how they figured out where to go.
That what was that the Dreamers had to sign up for? Remember when the Dreamers were fighting to stay in America, and they were like, if you sign this and you give us all your information, and I thought they'd go after them first. Maybe they saving that for later.
Oh, they getting them people. I'm telling you, man, if you ain't got your paperwork in order, and they asking people right now to voluntarily remove themselves, like self-deport, and they're like, you can come back. Because if you get caught, you can't come back.
Yeah, you can't come back the same way you did before. Undocumented and under the table.
Obviously, but
no, if you in that position, what you doing right now? You self-reporting?
No, I'm burning it down. Bro. If you going, especially in California, I look at it like this. If I'm of Mexican descent, like, we pretty much built California, right? We're pretty much the labor force in California. So if you're kicking us out with no regard or anything like that. And I get it. We're illegal. Yeah, we got to go. I'm going to just set a match to everything until you fix it. I'm going anyway. You're going to need me back to come repair that. But we gone. Get somebody else to do it. I'm going to burn my work down. I'm going to burn the house. Leave.
Oof. Well, good thing that
now you got a real problem. Now you got a real problem because you ain't got to work for us. You ain't got to know qualified people because we've allowed them to take those jobs. We allowed them to get in masses to take those jobs. And what we've done as everybody, white, black, we've pushed our kids to college. We shunned construction jobs. We shunned labor jobs and trade jobs for college education, working behind a desk. That's beneath you to work out there in the construction. And we gave it to those. Those are still well-paying, great jobs. They've been able to feed generations of family with these jobs. And we've given them, this community, those jobs. And now we telling them we don't need you. And now we're going to learn firsthand that we actually do need them.
Well, I guess we'll see how the dynamic changes.
We're probably going to have a construction depression because you can't train enough qualified people. Think about it. Every white person, every black person in America now, we're pushing college on our kids. We're not pushing trades.
Not in Atlanta, boy. We pushing trades heavy, boy. Don't you put that on everywhere.
You ain't catching up. That's Atlanta. Yeah, you ain't got nothing in Wakanda. Y'all over there pushing Chargers and Hellcats.
If y'all want to come into the city,
and tight pants.
So you just talking greasy.
He do not have a high opinion of Atlanta. What Atlanta do to you?
He came down here and got some Astroglide.
Go there.
Yeah, he came down here and got worked out.
Got it. I had to get up out of there.
I probably go to the same place.
Came down here and got lubed up real quick.
Oh man, come on,
man. Hey. I love Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
No, we can't go where Trey go.
Yeah, because, they ain't going to let you in because they're going to be like, damn, boy.
Secret club Trey go to.
They say you're going to need underwear on. So you like to walk around with no drawers on over. So they're going to
wait a minute.
Hey, you can't come in here.
Get up.
You can't come in here like that, sir. You free balling.
And like Knight say, pushing in each other in
Atlanta, yeah, man. So I guess we talked about the main topics that I had, but y'all know that Iran bombed a hospital in Israel. Yeah. Like they getting it now. They hitting targets, and they still not talking about Gaza and how Israel still got time for Gaza.
That's what I'm saying. Israel bombed the hell out of Gaza. Is Gaza still around?
It's still there.
They just clearing the land so Trump can get them casinos.
Man,
I forgot. He said luxury resort. I forgot he said that. He said he said
that's
turn
prime
Gaza.
real estate. People have died in the masses, and you say, man, they got a beautiful waterfront.
But that's how they do though. That's how they make that. That's how they make that money, man. They swoop in with stuff low, and when people down and out,
everything
man.
Low over there. Everything.
Oh yeah.
But look, you can't. Here's the thing: you can't bomb hospitals. You can't bomb civilians. You can't starve people, and then when people turn around and start bombing your hospitals and doing all that kind of stuff, you can't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like.
Because then I was looking up. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You got it.
No, I was just looking up the history. I've been reading up because I'm always fascinated with history. I knew some history about Iran, but I really been digging into the history of Iran and just how this came about. And it's crazy how at the end of all, the basis of all our wars and fights have always been religion. It's always religion involved in it. Iran got overthrown by the Ayatollahs because they wanted strict Sahara law, Islamic law. And he was trying to modernize Iran all the way up until 79. He was like full-fledged trying to modernize Iran into like a Western country, and they did not want that. And so they found an opportune time. He got sick. He was with cancer, and they had a protest because what he tried to do backfired. He tried to establish like farming for his people. So he took land from the churches, the mosque people, the leaders, the clergymen had all the land. So he repurposed that land and gave it to the people to farm, but they really didn't have water. They really didn't know what they was doing. So you dumped all these people in these rural areas with no resources. He let the religious people build schools, which was wrong because they were able to radicalize the people
Okay.
by building a school. And that, it was just, they built a powder keg over years, and then it just boiled over. And of course, he used force to try to get his people back in line, and they wasn't going for it. And then they were screaming for the Ayatollah that was in exile in Paris. They were screaming for him to come back to be the leader. And they started overrunning the country. They like basically was sticking roses in the guns and stuff, saying like peace, but they really didn't know what they was asking for. And they got what they asking for. So they went from a modern society where women could vote, women could own land, to Sahara law, like overnight. They installed the religion thing, and it's been dark. The world hit the dark button on Iran. Once the U.S. said, we're not getting involved, it was over. It was over for him. The leader fled the country. He went to Egypt, and the Ayatollah came back, and he took over. And it's been under Islamic rule since the 1979.
Yeah, that's biblical, man. That's in the Bible, no?
Tell us, because that's your second time. Tell us what it say. Go ahead, drop some knowledge on us. What it says about the Middle East and how it's supposed to go.
They talked about that too in that Tucker Carlson interview, and he was saying that he was trying to make it like he tried to throw religion into it. I noticed that like whenever he was losing the argument or whatever the talking point was in the conversation, he tried to find little triggers of like gaslighting triggers, like anti-Semitism, or like he'll throw a Bible scripture in there. And he said, I forget the Bible scripture he quoted to justify, he said, we all should, if you're American, we all should be for Israel because that's what the Bible says.
Who said that? Tucker Carlson or Ted
Cruz said that. Okay. And then Tucker Carlson had asked him, okay, well, where does it say that in the Bible? And then that's when he started fumbling around. And then that's when
Tucker got on him.
Yeah, he kind of ate him up. But
yeah, it's a sense. Religion, man, it's a good and an evil, man. So many people have died in the name. So many people have been saved because of religion, and so many people have died because of religion. Like, so just as much as it gives, it takes away as well.
Oh, well, that could go into, we can go down a rabbit hole with that, because some people say they aren't even the original Jews. So they could go into a whole nother, whether or not they could even call themselves Israel.
They ain't the original Jews. It ain't the original Muslims. It ain't the original Christians. It's like, bro, ain't nobody original. But we killing behind it, though.
Well, them Palestinians been there a long time. About all of these people, there's somebody who's been marinating in their land for a lot longer than other people. We can say that, but yeah. Well, let's end on a good note. What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about something good for the community. What y'all heard? I said good, but then I thought about Diddy. So what kind of mess is that? Is R. Kelly okay?
Yeah,
did y'all hear about that? R. Kelly had an overdose.
You too old to be doing that, R. Kelly.
Yeah, he probably didn't try to.
No, he did. It wasn't. They were saying that they're trying to kill him. He's saying that they're trying to kill him. His lawyer trying to get him out because they gave him too much medication. And then I guess the inmates is supposed to take whatever the doctor give him. So they gave him too much medication.
What they trying to kill him for?
And it's on camera though. It's not like he made it up.
So so he wasn't doing drugs. I thought he was in there doing fentanyl.
No, it's all on camera. They gave him too much drugs.
Oh, that's messed up, bro.
Maybe it's just malpractice.
Yeah, y'all saw what was going down in the state capital of Florida, Tallahassee, with FAMU. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
The students down there, they protesting right now because of the appointment who Donald Trump appointed. I think his name Marva Johnson down there as a board. Come to find out she got like no kind of like educational background whatsoever.
Oh, well, that's par for the course. That's what they do. That's the thing. And you get a job, and you get a job. Don't worry about qualifications.
I mean, the dude
you get a job.
The dude that they tapped to lead the FAA ain't got no commercial flying experience at all, and he said he did, but all of a sudden on the website of the airline that he led, he said he was a commercial pilot, and now when you search the commercial license thing where they verify, he don't pop up, and all of a sudden that disappeared from his profile.
These people are being hired to work to oversee whole divisions that they wouldn't even be qualified to even work at. he wouldn't even qualify to be a air traffic controller, and he over the whole thing. This is crazy work. But look, I thought about
Hold the
something
right
that I
pocket
saw.
long enough, you get that job.
Man, kiss the right ass, apparently. I saw something the other day where they resumed visas, student visas, right? But part of the stipulations of having your student visa reinstated is that you had to give the federal government access to your social media sites and your passwords for them to be able to go through your social media.
Just give them. That's why you keep a Finsta account. You keep the fake one.
I think it's just like,
that's crazy. What kind of invasion of privacy? Like, what? Man, look, there is no more. It used to be you had to have some type of legal right, some type of, now it's just give it up. Oh, you at the game? Come here. You look like a foreigner. You got your papers. Like, this is crazy work. People don't realize stuff go like this. And you let it ride when it's people you don't like, but you don't realize once they erode away what they do for them, it's gonna come right on down to you too. It's a slippery slope. It's scary times watching the invasion of privacy, the erosion of constitutional law, people's privacy rights, and just like, I don't want any parts of that stuff, man. People can say what they want about black people, but they can't ship black Americans off. All they can do is be mad at us and talk shit.
Yep. Yeah, I want to end on that note. Trey, get us out of here.
Oh, damn. I thought we was ending on something good, fun topic.
I know.
We ended on something somber. But
well, you got something?
y'all saw, the summer about to heat up. You know what I'm saying? Summer about to heat up. Clip's about to drop that new album. K-Dot on it. So I know we about to get ready to hate because they about to come in. You know what I'm saying? Smash the summer real quick. With the Clips.
Said nobody ever.
Well, the game about to come on. Maybe OKC. Maybe OKC will pull it out.
Well,
give Oklahoma something to celebrate.
You saw we'll end it on like a little light, fun relationship type vibe.
Okay.
No, he's out.
He's out. Okay.
Oh, I can't hear Nova. Okay, I thought you were talking to Nova. No, I said I hope he's playing. You was talking about Halliburton. I said I hope he's playing. No, I was talking about Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates broke up. Boy, I was gonna ask y'all Nova what you. We can talk about that next time.
She ain't Muslim no more.
Yeah, that's crazy. How you change up your whole. Oh Lord,
that man is gay.
Well,
that man gay.
Nova, hey, talk about the people, Nova.
I mean, that man is gay. But...
I wish he quit pretending and dragging these women in his stuff. Go on, get your boyfriend. It's acceptable now. You ain't got to do all this. Just cut it out.
You see where that cup at? Y'all see where that cup at?
Y'all why you say gay?
We gotta get out of here. Look where that cup at. We gotta get out of here. Look at how.
Do you want to know?
Of that cup.
For real?
Yeah. Why you say? Yeah. Go ahead.
Whenever a man is never happy, he can never be satisfied. He always got a problem with a woman. And for men too, that accept women that are like really high, like the promiscuity, and they accept that he like dudes. Like he like dudes. I don't know. Let me not say I don't know all the verbiage, but a man who and got a girl part. He was having sex with them. They had no problem with it.
It was a Brooks Caitlin.
And that's also, but this goes into other things too, of people who have eroded morality, where they just want to get their nuts, so it don't matter where it come from. You start doing too much in your morality and all of that, like women, men, children, whatever, they'll do whatever.
He was with the same lady for like years though. He was with
but
one,
he cheated.
One
he
girl
cheated repeatedly. He was never with her for real like that.
Because he cheated, that made him gay.
Because he like boys make him gay. Because he like men make him gay. I'm just saying, be who you are. Quit putting up a facade out here and making women believe that it's all kind of stuff. Just be who you are, man.
We accept you, Nova. You can come back to Atlanta.
You live in Atlanta.
You ain't got to come down here and sneak and leave and, you know what I'm saying?
Get in Atlanta. You live in Atlanta. Trey is well known in them Atlanta streets. Hot boy Trey. That's all we heard.
On that note, man.
We out of here, man. Like always, like, share, subscribe, comment. Support is always appreciated, man. Thank y'all. We will be back. We out, boy.